Well, no officials will be fired. No one will be told to leave in the next few weeks or months. However, anyone with a British passport, they won't be getting a job in any of the European institutions in Brussels, Strasbourg or Luxembourg in the future. And those that are currently employed by the European institutions, they won't be able to get a promotion. Now, a number of people that I've been speaking to this morning, they're thinking of planning to get Belgian citizenship or some other citizenship so they can hang on to their European Union passport and secure their job. Because many people have uprooted here many years ago, just like Graham Watson. What about you yourself? I mean, how will this change your life personally?
Well, it may not change it very much. My wife is Italian and I am entitled to become an Italian citizen should I wish. That may be a route that I will go down. But I'm not making any rash decisions. I think that the jury is still out on whether the UK will actually leave the European Union, because I think that whichever government is in power, they will realise how deeply damaging it would be to the country's economy and to the country's influence in the world.
Wait, and as you say, you think there might be another referendum, but that's not written down in the Article 50. Yeah, Doug?
Yeah, Maeve, could you go back to Graham for a second? A foregone conclusion that the UK will leave the European Union, isn't it? 52% of Brits just
he
voted out.
He thinks there might be another referendum.
Ah, okay.
So we've got Doug Herbert in the studio there, International Affairs editor, and he wants to know, really? Do you think there could be enough referendum? Do you not think they've voted out? That's a real out?
Look, they voted out by a relatively narrow majority. It is a referendum which in legal terms is not binding, it is advisory to the government. I think it would be very difficult for the government not to respect the result of that referendum. But if Parliament looks at the alternatives, which after all the leaders of the Leave campaign are not agreed on, if Parliament looks at the alternatives and says these are so damaging to Britain we cannot envisage them, then the only effective way to deal with it democratically is to go back to the people and ask if they are sure. In other words, to say, is your indecision final?
Well, there you go. We'll have to wait and see.